Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate, a safe space in which to be awesome, where we are just uncovering the truth of time travel and reality and Suzuha in general. What happened those years? You know, I thought exactly this would happen, and I don't remember what the fuck they're talking about. Every time I cliffhanger it on some information like this, I'm just like, what's the context? And I can't even look it up, because it's a day later. Events that changed the face of the world. Huh? 1999 was the collapse of the 1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks, which I don't believe Japan would care at all about. The year 2000 problem. Y2K, but that was just hype, nothing happened. Oh, nothing happened at this time world line, sir. That's because the Alpha timeline, the Alpha world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't happen. So in other words, there are worlds where it did occur. And that brings us to 2010. Did something big happen this year? What else could it be? Suzuha looks towards the development room. With the creation of humanity's first time machine? Oh yeah, wow! One more question. Kurisu keeps plowing ahead. I guess that's what makes her a scientist. Know her knowledge of the universe and also her interest in fucking discovering shit is what makes her a scientist. Also the job type. Those world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they? No. Ultimately, they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously. Then how do you observe the differences between the world lines? Wouldn't you need a god's eye view to do that? Normally, however... Suzuha looks at me. Don't tell me. Reading Steiner? Is that what you call it? In Okabe and Tara, you have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct? Yeah. That's the key. Your power is the key to freeing the world from Soin's rule. You have the power of a god. People aren't usually told that in all seriousness. My power. If you escape attractive field alpha and reach a beta world line, then the result will change. I feel a shiver of excitement. Yeah, again, usually you fucking get excited when you're told you have the power of a god. I was writing a character in a roleplay, like on this forum a while ago, and it didn't quite sink in. Like, the whole premise was that if you die, you come back, and, like, you end up in this world, and, like, you're technically immortal. But she didn't know that, even though she had already died and come back. It didn't occur to her. But then she realized, oh shit, I'm immortal. And like she had this moment of shutting down where she just realized it. And another great one where, because the character is from the video game Stardew Valley, and each gold coin is literally 100% pure gold, because a gold bar is worth 250 currency. So it's a case of each gold coin is literally pure gold, because the gold bar describes itself as pure gold, 100% pure gold. So she's in, like, this... I think she was in the world of Remnant from Ruby. And she's just like... I just realized I'm a one-woman inflation. Because she had, like, a few 100,000 gold coins on her. Which in Stardew Valley meant nothing, because it's the equivalent of, like, 1 cent or 1 yen or whatever. But in the Remnant, each gold coin is worth a fuck ton of money. So she fucking freaked out, because she knew economics. Oh man, it's good. It's good writing characters like that. So there's hope? I can save Mayuri? Suzuha nods firmly. Then I must do it. I have no choice. Wait a second. Kurisu, however, is not so enthusiastic. How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up? What? I'm not making stuff up. Calm down, I'm not trying to pick a fight. I mean, you kind of are. But I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How did you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010? Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017? She has a point. Everyone looks to Suzuha. It was written in Dad's will. His will? Wait, who? What do you mean? His will is what made me decide to time travel. My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from Soin and researched time travel on his own. He wanted to change the future. But Soin killed him. That's why I'm here, to fulfill his dream. I'm sorry. Suzuha doesn't look at Karasu. She still seems to have a grudge against her. Karasu would never actively cooperate with CERN, I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Karasu as responsible for the problems of the future. Well, that's the thing. She could be coerced, you know? She wouldn't do it willingly, but that doesn't mean she hasn't done it. But if that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Karasu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. World lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Mayuri dies. Similarly, it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Karasu, no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject. Akihabara 2010, the time machine created here accelerates Soin's own time machine research. We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in the new direction. Stop it? How? CERN already knows about us. That's clear from Moeka's attack. Also from the fact that they have the fucking cord going from here to directly to France. I believe that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine. An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking? Like I said, nobody can catch my hack. Which email are you talking about? I know. Wasn't it the email O'Green sent that said that Chris Chan died? See? Undivided proof that she is actually quite intelligent and pays attention to everything and it's all an act. Undisputable proof. Right, the email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference. Oh, that. Back then, we hadn't yet realized that the phone wave named subject exchange was a time machine. Soin probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant. They were already onto us back then? Come to think of it, the first time I met Moeka was the day after I sent that email. Yeah, obviously they were watching you from the get-go. You can't build a fiber optic cable with people noticing. It had to have happened years ago. Like decades in the past. Like, it's a case of, if you sent it, they were watching and they have time travel in the future and it's all in the past because that's how time travel works. If you didn't send it at all, then suddenly they don't have time travel, so they didn't do anything in the past. That's all you need, man. That's all you need to know. Oh, wrong one. Really jumped in the deep end, huh? Mayushi's good at the breaststroke. Okay. Alright, then do a sexy underwear pose. That's irrelevant to swimming fucking postures, you idiot. But how did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day. Someone used the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide. Yeah, but it had nothing to do with researching time travel. Oh, I forgot to do that. According to conspiracy theorists, Echelon is an advanced signals interception system based in the United States, and operated by the National Security Agency, or NSA. However, American authorities have never publicly admitted to Echelon's existence, and no proof that it exists has ever been found. Participating countries alleged include United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, but not France. As an ally of the United States, Japan can allow the construction of domestic Echelon stations in exchange for access to the intercepted data. The Elephant Cage Antenna Array, located at Misawa Air Base in Aomori, Japan, is rumored to be one such station. These stations are said to intercept, collect, and analyze a wide range of signals, including private cell phone transmissions. Now, there's a lot of theories that American organizations are capable of doing all sorts of things. The Flat Earth theory thinks that NASA is keeping all the real information hidden, and you can't go to Antarctica because they'll stop you or something. Let me ask you this. Can the U.S. get the metric system? Can the U.S. completely integrate away from prohibition? There are counties in the United States that still have prohibition from the 1930s. You really think any organization in the United States can do fuck all in the rest of the world? NASA can't do shit, okay? NASA has no say on any government organization. The Illuminati cannot exist because it is just feasibly impossible for any competency to come out of the US. That's just a fact. Like, you can't have these secret organizations doing dick all, because that would imply that they're able to keep themselves secret, A. B, they're able to get money without anyone noticing. C, that they're able to be hidden without anyone noticing, which is especially impossible in our current day because the internet exists. You'd think that with millions of people, and millions, and when I say millions, I mean millions, that is a lot, that is a big number. Let me tell you, if you count 1 minute every minute, and you're trying to get to 1 million minutes, that's like fucking 30 years or something. That's a long time. Anyway, you can't have these secret organizations because it doesn't, like, add up. It isn't possible because humans are incompetent by nature. Someone somewhere in the secret organization would whistle-blow something and it would fuck up everything. Let me just tell you right that nothing is secret because we aren't capable of holding on to them. Whew. Long rant. I'm apologizing now. Let me take a swig of water here. A universe that exists separate from ours. It is believed that some parallel worlds may be strikingly similar to ours, even containing duplicates of ourselves. I read that. Echelon, it really exists? As an expert on conspiracies, I understand the implications, and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha is saying, though. Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hints at time travel is filtered and sent to Steins. For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. We need the record. We need to find the record of that email in Steins' database and delete it. But yeah, no, that's the thing, right? Like, like somebody recently in a Discord posted a thing on, FimFiction that said it was from 6 days from now. So that's just a fucking glitch in the system. There's nobody behind the curtains because the curtains are tattered. You'd see. If you do that, then Steins will never know you exist. The time machine won't be completed in 2034, and if we're lucky, the program will be shut down entirely. In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine, aka World Line... Gamma? Gamma. There wasn't any data like that when we hacked CERN's database. The IBM 5100. Oh. Of course. CERN's IBM 5100 database. That's probably where they stole the data from Echelon. So that's what it is. Damn it, Daru. Why didn't you use the IBM 5100 earlier? We never had one?
What
are you talking about? I got one, remember? I carried it in with Karasu from the shrine. Oh shit, I forgot that didn't actually happen anymore. Huh? Right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBN 5100. My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBN 5100. You have one? Zua shakes her head. I'm going to 1975 to obtain one. 1975, the year the IBN 5100 went to market? That makes perfect sense, honestly. I know because the John Titor in 2000 said that was his mission. Yeah, and it's like, it was a computer that was recalled, sure, but like, at one point in the timeline, was out on the market. It was, you could just buy like 7 of the things. Now, you wouldn't, because why would you do that? But you could. Entirely possible. If you had the money, you could do whatever you wanted. Or, you could buy whatever you wanted. Was that John Titor Suzuha as too? Anyway, if Suzuha can get us an IBN 5100, then we can leave this attractor field and jump to a beta world line where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Mayuri won't have to die. Yeah, I 100% think in the anime that they went down a completely different plot line because I don't recall anything about beta world lines. Not even a little bit. Not even once was this in the anime, I don't think. Alright, we need to move fast. How soon can you leave, Suzuha? I was trying to leave when you caught me, but... Suzuha bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Mayuri and Daru, but I can see the blood staining my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor? Right, your time machine's broken. Can you fix it? No. I just ride it. My dad's the one who built it. I memorized the manual, so I know how it works, but, that doesn't mean she knows how to repair it, and there's no guarantee that a time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology. Yeah, that's the thing. I use a cell phone every day. I couldn't fucking repair one to save my life. Maybe you can use a time leap machine to go back before Amane-san's time machine broke. What, you're gonna use the time leap machine? Wasn't the plan not to experiment? I still haven't told Dara about my time leaping. There's no time to explain. No time to explain. We'll use it if the situation demands. Do you know when it broke, Suzuha? No, but it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today. Maybe it made a hole when you crashed into Radican. That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there. It's not exactly the most stable machine. You know, it's a time machine built by rebels. And you remember when it rained? The morning of the 10th, just before dawn. The time leap machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap. Safely, it can still do it. And the time leap machine was completed today, the 13th, at 2 p.m. That means we can't go back any further than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Damn. We can't get there with the time leap machine. I thought we had a glimmer of hope. I think we should try to fix it. Yeah, it's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right? Karasu, Suzuha, and I say nothing. We know. In less than 2 hours, Mayuri will die. It's already 5:30. There's barely enough time to sneak into Radican, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. Maybe I should leap now to 2 p.m. on the 11th? Then we'll have 2 full days to fix the machine. You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be. What's this all of a sudden? Mayushi's hungry. As expected from a glutton. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet. Mary, Dara, I leave the shopping to you. We can come up with a plan while we eat. Wow, Green, what are you going to do with all this money? Buy food. Lots of food. Use it all. You just calmly hand over a 10,000 yen bill? Wow, Green. You make it look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. That's like $100, so yeah. Mary and Dare leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work. Christina. Tighter. Alright, that'll have to be it for this one. Oh, excuse me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've, of course, been Keywii. You've been great to yourself. A delightful day. Goodbye!